Randall Keith Orton was born on April 1, 1980, in Knoxville, Tennessee, into a family deeply rooted in professional wrestling, providing him with both a legacy and an early understanding of the physical and psychological demands of the sport. His father, Cowboy Bob Orton, was a seasoned wrestler, and his grandfather, Bob Orton Sr., had established a presence in the wrestling world, creating an environment where the sport was as much a family tradition as a career path. Growing up, Orton was exposed to the intricacies of in-ring psychology, audience engagement, and the disciplined lifestyle required to succeed, all of which would later influence his approach to performance and character development. Despite his early exposure to wrestling, he pursued athletics broadly, excelling in football during his high school years, where he cultivated both the physical conditioning and competitive mindset that would prove essential in his wrestling career. The combination of familial influence, personal drive, and athletic skill set the stage for a future in professional wrestling that would blend legacy with individual ambition. Early career and WWE debut. Randall Keith Orton's journey into professional wrestling was shaped by a unique blend of familial legacy, personal ambition, and the grueling realities of the sport. Born into a wrestling dynasty, his grandfather Bob Orton Sr. and father Cowboy Bob Orton both having left their marks on the industry, Randy grew up immersed in the culture, absorbing both the technical craft of wrestling and the intricacies of performance art. By the late 1990s, he had committed himself to formal training in developmental territories, dedicating countless hours to honing his body, reflexes, and understanding of ring psychology. Every maneuver, from basic holds to advanced aerial techniques, was drilled relentlessly, not just for technical accuracy, but for the dramatic timing that would later define his in-ring storytelling. Orton's early days were a test of endurance as much as skill. Life on the developmental circuit demanded resilience. Long drives, physical punishment in training, and the uncertainty of career progression were daily realities. Yet it was during this period that Orton began to refine his ability to communicate emotion through his movements. Whether portraying the quiet intensity of a calculating antagonist or the driven determination of an emerging hero, he learned to convey subtle shifts in character with each gesture, hold, and expression. By 2000, WWE recognized his potential, signing him officially, a milestone that marked the beginning of a career destined to span decades. From the outset, Orton drew attention not only for his technical precision, but also for an innate charisma that seemed to radiate even in untelevised matches. Early storylines showcased his dual nature, a blend of youthful energy and steely intensity that suggested both promise and danger. Fans were drawn to his ability to inhabit a character fully while maintaining the realism and athletic credibility that is central to professional wrestling. This early period established a foundation that would allow him to ascend quickly through the ranks, demonstrating adaptability, emotional resonance, and a maturity that belied his years. Rise to prominence. By the mid-2000s, Randy Orton had firmly positioned himself as a central figure in WWE's evolving landscape. His ascent was not sudden or solely the result of his wrestling lineage. It was earned through meticulous attention to craft, strategic alignment with narrative opportunities, and an ability to connect with audiences on multiple levels. On both Raw and SmackDown, Orton began to secure championship titles and enter into high-profile feuds that tested his versatility as a performer. The development of his moniker, the Viper, reflected more than just a gimmick. It encapsulated his approach to the ring. Orton's style was surgical. He struck with precision, calculated his moves with patience, and used moments of unpredictability to captivate audiences. Unlike flamboyant performers whose charisma often relied on spectacle, Orton's intensity was quiet but palpable, creating a sense of tension and anticipation whenever he appeared. The Viper persona became emblematic of his strategic in-ring approach, a performer who could simultaneously intimidate opponents, manipulate crowd reactions, and construct compelling narratives within a match. During this period, some of Orton's most memorable rivalries unfolded, each serving as a crucible for his evolving craft. His storylines often combined personal stakes, athletic prowess, and long-term narrative arcs, allowing audiences to invest deeply in both his victories and setbacks. Matches with seasoned veterans and rising stars alike demonstrated his ability to balance physical storytelling with dramatic pacing. Orton's timing, from subtle pauses to explosive bursts of action, created a rhythm that engaged viewers at an emotional level, reinforcing his reputation as both a tactician and a performer capable of crafting moments of enduring significance. Orton's emergence as a cornerstone of WWE also reflected the weight of his personal and professional heritage. Wrestling, for him, was not merely a career, it was an inherited craft that demanded respect, discipline, and innovation. His rise was therefore both a continuation of family legacy and a personal triumph, signaling to audiences and peers alike that Randy Orton was a performer capable of redefining the parameters of success in the modern era of professional wrestling. Signature style and in-ring approach. What distinguishes Orton from his contemporaries is the deliberate, almost meditative quality of his in-ring style. He is not a performer who relies solely on spectacle or brute force. His craft is rooted in precision, timing, and psychological engagement. Every match is an exercise in narrative construction, with each movement, hold, and reaction serving to advance the story. His finishing maneuver, the RKO, exemplifies this philosophy. The move's brilliance lies not just in its execution, but in its unpredictability, delivered with such suddenness that the crowd is swept into a moment of collective suspense, delight, and awe. Beyond signature moves, Orton has mastered the art of match tempo. He reads opponents, anticipates audience reactions, and integrates dramatic beats into his performance in ways that few wrestlers achieve consistently. His understanding of audience psychology enables him to build tension, release it, and maintain engagement throughout even the longest or most complex encounters. For younger performers, Orton serves as both mentor and model, demonstrating that success in wrestling is as much about strategy, timing, and mental acuity as it is about athletic skill. Orton's approach extends beyond individual matches. He invests in the broader narrative, understanding how storylines unfold over weeks, months, or even years. This ability to blend long-term storytelling with immediate in-ring drama has earned him respect from peers, fans, and industry insiders alike. By integrating technical proficiency with character depth, Orton exemplifies the rare performer who bridges athleticism and entertainment seamlessly. Health challenges and cervical cord neuropraxia. The physical demands of wrestling are relentless, and even the most disciplined performers eventually encounter the limits of human endurance. In November 2024, Orton faced one of the most significant challenges of his career. During a particularly intense SmackDown segment, he sustained a severe spinal injury, later diagnosed as cervical cord neuropraxia, a condition that disrupts nerve signaling and impacts mobility. The incident served as a stark reminder of the cumulative toll that years of high-impact performance can take on the body. Cervical cord neuropraxia is not merely a temporary inconvenience. It can cause weakness, numbness, and limitations on even basic physical activity. For a professional wrestler whose livelihood depends on physical precision and high-intensity performance, the condition posed both professional and personal challenges. Orton's response was marked by determination, patience, and meticulous attention to recovery protocols. Under medical supervision, he embarked on a rehabilitation regimen involving physical therapy, strength maintenance, and careful management of in-ring activities. This period of vulnerability humanized Orton in a way that his performances had rarely required. Audiences were reminded that even seasoned veterans are susceptible to injury, and that resilience is often measured not only by triumph, but by the capacity to confront and adapt to adversity. Orton's careful navigation of recovery, combined with his visible professionalism, reinforced his reputation as a disciplined athlete capable of balancing ambition with self-preservation. Financial considerations and career sustainability. Randy Orton's career in professional wrestling has always been more than a series of matches or championship victories. It has been a careful navigation of both physical endurance and financial foresight. While the spectacle of the ring often dominates the public eye, the realities of financial sustainability are a constant concern for high-profile athletes like Orton. Wrestling may appear glamorous from the outside, with sold-out arenas, television deals, and merchandise sales, but the profession carries unique pressures. Injuries, enforced hiatuses, or prolonged periods of inactivity can disrupt the flow of income, creating moments of uncertainty that even the most established stars must confront. Orton's career has not been immune to such challenges, and media speculation at various points has highlighted the delicate balance between wealth, public perception, and career longevity. Despite these pressures, Orton's approach to financial security has been both deliberate and forward-thinking. Recognizing the unpredictable nature of a physically demanding, performance-driven industry, he diversified his income streams beyond the ring. Endorsements, business ventures, personal branding initiatives, and investments in projects related to his wrestling legacy have all served to fortify his long-term financial position. Each decision reflects more than prudence. It demonstrates a deep understanding of risk management and career strategy. Orton's financial planning parallels the discipline he brings to wrestling. Meticulous, measured, and grounded in both immediate performance and future security. By proactively aligning his wealth management with his professional foresight, he has ensured that his career can thrive even in the face of physical setbacks or changing market dynamics. Personal life and family dynamics, away from the glare of spotlights and the roar of fans, Orton's personal life has been a journey of evolution, reflection, and grounding. His marriage to Samantha Speno, lasting from 2007 to 2013, represented an early chapter in his personal development, while his marriage to Kim Marie Kessler in 2015 marked a period of stability and growth. With Kessler, Orton shares a daughter, Alana Marie Orton, whose presence has added profound depth to his life. Fatherhood, as Orton himself has suggested in interviews, is not merely a role but a source of motivation, providing emotional grounding amidst the intense demands of WWE life. Family has always served as an anchor for Orton. Professional wrestling requires grueling travel schedules, intense physical exertion, and constant public scrutiny. But the support and stability of his family have offered him a private sanctuary. In the WWE universe, characters are often larger than life, their personal struggles obscured by storylines or on-screen personas. Yet Orton's real-life experiences mirror the values he brings to his profession: dedication, accountability, and discipline. Decisions regarding his match participation, storyline involvement, or health management are often informed by the responsibilities and perspective he gains from being a husband and father. The balance he maintains between career demands and family commitments has shaped his professional choices, demonstrating that personal grounding is as critical to longevity in wrestling as physical training or in-ring skill. Career highlights and legacy. Randy Orton's career stands as a testament to the fusion of athletic skill, narrative storytelling, and enduring professionalism. Over more than 20 years in WWE, he has created moments that resonate not just as physical feats, but as emotionally compelling narratives, crafting matches that are remembered for both technical mastery and psychological depth. While championship titles and accolades are tangible markers of success, Orton's influence extends far beyond the collection of belts. His mentorship of younger talent, guidance in match psychology, and contributions to the evolution of in-ring storytelling have left an indelible mark on the industry. Orton's signature style, calculated, precise, and psychologically engaging, has set benchmarks for peers and successors alike. He has repeatedly demonstrated an uncanny ability to adapt to shifting storylines, diverse opponents, and the ever-evolving expectations of audiences, ensuring his continued relevance in a field that is both competitive and constantly changing. From the meticulous execution of his finishing move, the RKO, to the subtle pacing and timing that heightens every match's dramatic tension, Orton's performances have elevated the craft itself. His legacy is therefore measured not solely in championship reigns or memorable rivalries, but in the mentorship, narrative sophistication, and professional ethos he imparts to the wider wrestling community. Response to health and career challenges. Perhaps no aspect of Orton's career demonstrates resilience and strategy more vividly than his management of cervical cord neuropraxia, a serious spinal condition. Physical injuries are an inevitable risk in professional wrestling, but Orton's approach to recovery has been exemplary. Rehabilitation routines, careful medical oversight, and selective participation in high-intensity matches highlight his methodical commitment to career longevity. He has not allowed the injury to diminish his presence or impact. Rather, he has used it as an opportunity to model adaptability and professional discipline. During this period, Orton has also engaged thoughtfully with fans, providing insight into injury prevention, recovery, and the broader challenges of maintaining a physically demanding career. His approach illustrates a crucial lesson. Adversity need not halt ambition. By acknowledging his physical limitations without sacrificing professional engagement, he has continued to contribute meaningfully to WWE programming while simultaneously mentoring emerging talent. This strategic navigation of health and career highlights the delicate interplay between personal well-being, professional ambition, and narrative influence in wrestling. A balance Orton has mastered over decades: public perception and media narrative. In professional wrestling, perception often becomes indistinguishable from reality. Media coverage of Orton's career, spanning health updates, financial speculation, and glimpses into his personal life, has shaped public understanding of his journey. Fan expectations and media narratives intersect with in-ring performance to create a complex dynamic in which credibility and image are paramount. Orton has consistently managed this landscape with measured transparency, maintaining professionalism even under scrutiny. Orton's careful cultivation of public perception underscores the importance of reputation alongside technical skill. A wrestler's longevity depends not only on athletic performance, but also on the ability to sustain audience trust and corporate confidence. Orton's balance of public narrative with private discipline has allowed him to remain a respected figure, demonstrating that long-term success in professional wrestling requires more than physical talent. It demands strategic communication, integrity, and consistency in both personal and professional spheres. Influence on wrestling culture and mentorship. Orton's impact extends beyond personal achievement, resonating across the broader culture of professional wrestling. He has actively mentored younger talent, offering guidance on in-ring storytelling, match pacing, and professional discipline. His experiences, particularly dealing with injuries and managing career longevity, serve as a blueprint for the next generation, illustrating the importance of preparation, adaptability, and foresight. By sharing lessons on resilience, financial prudence, and strategic career planning, Orton fosters a culture in wrestling that values long-term sustainability over short-term spectacle. His influence ensures that the ethos of professionalism, safety, and narrative sophistication is passed to emerging performers, reinforcing a standard of excellence that transcends individual matches or storylines. In shaping the careers of others, he strengthens the sport itself, proving that legacy is as much about mentorship and cultural contribution as it is about personal accolades. Current status and future outlook. As of 2025, Orton remains a central figure on WWE SmackDown, blending selective in-ring performance with rehabilitation and mentorship responsibilities. His recovery from cervical cord neuropraxia has progressed steadily, allowing him to contribute meaningfully to high-profile segments without compromising long-term health. Financially, his diversified portfolio has stabilized concerns about income disruption, illustrating a successful alignment of personal planning with professional strategy. Looking ahead, Orton's trajectory reflects a balance of continuity and adaptation. He continues to perform at a high level while managing physical limitations, leveraging his experience to mentor younger talent and strategically reinforcing his legacy. This dual focus ensures he remains influential not just on screen, but also behind the scenes, shaping narratives and sustaining the professional culture within WWE. Reflections on longevity and legacy. Randy Orton's journey in professional wrestling exemplifies the delicate interplay of talent, discipline, resilience, and strategic foresight required for sustained success. From his early immersion in a wrestling dynasty to his emergence as a cornerstone of WWE, his career reflects triumph, challenge, and personal evolution. Orton's legacy is measured not only in championships or memorable matches, but in his philosophy of adaptability, mentorship, and long-term career management. His ongoing contributions to WWE, coupled with his guidance for emerging talent, underscore the importance of foresight, integrity, and professional excellence. Within the broader history of wrestling, Orton represents a model of balance, ambition paired with vulnerability, performance aligned with health, and legacy harmonized with innovation. His career provides a masterclass in the comprehensive dedication required to thrive in one of the world's most demanding athletic and entertainment professions.